imported here. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen.
We are responding with countermeasures worth 26 billion euros. This matches the economic scope of the tariffs of the United States.
The White House hails a new report showing inflation slowed last month for the first time since September. Consumer Price Index increasing 2.8% from 1 year ago. Egg prices increased by an average of more than 10% last month. CBS's Jill Schlesinger.
Prices for food at home were up by 1.9%. If you go out to eat, prices going out 3.7% higher than a year ago.
Reports say the Trump administration is cutting more than 1,000 jobs at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. That's about 10% of the current workforce. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns has more on the axe falling at the Education Department with 1,300 firings.
The agency says that they will continue to service core programs of the department, but this is also making clear this is the first step of dismantling this agency. I mean, the president has made clear, not only while he's been in office, but over and over again on the campaign trail, that he wants to abolish the Department of Education. Linda McMahon said in an interview just yesterday that these firings are the first step in that effort.
Well, CBS's Scott McFarland tells us also losing a federal job, a woman at the Justice Department who had an interaction with a well-known Trump supporter.
Among the newly ousted, the department's pardon attorney, who alleges she was removed after refusing a request to intervene and recommend actor and Trump ally Mel Gibson have his gun rights restored. Gibson lost them in 2011 after a domestic violence misdemeanor conviction.
Hundreds are involved in the search for Sudiksha Kananki, the U.S. college student who's missing in the Dominican Republic. CBS's Manuel Bajorquez tells us about newly released security camera footage.
Kananki and a man who officials say is an American that she was not traveling with appear to walk out with their arms around each other. Sometime later, cameras captured members of the group walking back to the hotel while Kananki and the man she was walking with stayed behind. Then at 8:54 that morning, video appears to show that man returning to the hotel alone.
And checking Wall Street, the Dow is down 360. The NASDAQ is trading higher. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
At Heritage South Community Credit Union, you won't find crazy promotions with pages of requirements. You won't find endless phone trees with computer voices. You won't find an out-of-state bank focused on turning a profit. Instead, we help when others won't. We've been doing that for our community since we started in a pencil factory in Shelbyville almost 70 years ago. If you're tired of big banks, it's time to try your local community credit union. Visit heritagesouth.org to learn more. Insured by NCUA.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
And people that are shaping Rutherford County. Rutherford Issues on News Radio WGNS.
Back here on the show, and it is time to catch up with our friends from the Stones River Manor this morning. Shayna Walden is here, the Human Resource Officer, and Hannah Patterson, the Schedule Coordinator. And why are we talking about Stones River Manor today? Well, I'm going to let one of you kind of give us a broad brush overview. So who wants to do that first?
I can go ahead. We are doing an all-day event on March 17th, this coming up Monday, and we are doing a telethon. So we're calling it the Enriching the Golden Years Telethon of Care, and we are going to be raising money for our Life Enrichment Center that we're building addition onto our building currently, which will be a center for our residents that will do daily activities and a place for us to have events and their church services.
Awesome. So, Hannah, do you have an LEC there already that you're using, and is this just an addition to that?
So we have not a small room. We have a room where our activities are currently being held. Mm-hmm. But right now we're having to do our church services and our big parties and our big events in our dining room. So it adds a lot of hassle and a lot of stress for our employees and residents when we have big events. We've got to move all of our tables aside and kind of strategically plan times for when meal times are and when we have events. So it's going to be a big help for not just our employees but our residents as well to have a space dedicated for this kind of events. And
big time, setting up, breaking down a lot of staff to work, extra work.
Yes. When we have big events, we kind of have to go all hands on deck to make sure that we can get it back in good working order for our lunch or dinner or breakfast the next day. So it's going to help out a whole lot.
Shayna, the construction is already going on now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is. We started in January, I believe. We started getting everything going, but we are hoping that by the end of summer we'll be able to open it up to start having activities in our events there. We're hoping that maybe in the future we do a fundraiser for fashion show as well for our benevolence fund, and we're hoping that at some point we'll be able to start doing that there as well.
Good. So tell me about this fundraiser, kind of what you're going to do. And I know you're doing this in memory of a very special person for Stones River Manor in our community, honestly.
Mm-hmm. We're doing it in memory of Mike Gann. A lot of people know from Murfreesboro in this community. He loved to do things related to Alzheimer's, and just any time that somebody was sick or having a bad day, he would make carrot cakes and just a lot of things that he would do for our community and for the manor. And he had the idea of a telethon fundraiser for several years, and it just never came to fruition. And we are as we were coming up with this fundraiser, we decided that we would do a telethon in memory of him. So on March 17th, we are going to be doing a little bit different twist than traditional telethons. We're primarily going to be doing through social media. We're going to have a lot of posts that we have scheduled out already, where our residents and our employees have gotten together to do fun little videos, and we have posts just about our event and what we're doing as far as with the Life Enrichment Center, and we're going to post throughout the time of the day for that. We're also going to have a live performance that afternoon from someone that performs regularly at the manor, and just have regular updates about how the fundraiser is going as well.
All right, very good. So this is on all day Monday, right?
It is all day Monday.
So where should people be looking for the post? Will they be coming on Facebook, Instagram, and maybe they would want to go ahead and like the page or something right now?
Yeah, we are doing it all on Facebook and Instagram, and so we have our @ is just Stones River Manor, so we will be doing every post through that platform, or those platforms.
Very, very good. So, Hannah, how can people be involved in terms of making donations? Maybe some businesses would like to get involved in helping to spread the word through their social platforms or reposting your post and things of that nature. So maybe talk to us about how people can help support the Manor.
Yeah, of course. So some of the best ways that you can help, especially right now, is like Shayna said, just liking and following our Facebook and sharing our post. Anything to get the word out about our Manor or even just the event is going to help a whole lot. Another way is by just leaving a positive review on our Facebook or Google or whatever. We love to hear about how the Manor has touched your family or your loved ones, or just about the good times that you've had there. We are also partnering up with Panera Bread on Memorial, and from 4 to 8 the day of the event, part of the proceeds are going to be going straight into the Life Enrichment Center. All you have to do is show a flyer that's going to be posted on our Facebook, and you can show it on your phone or have it as a paper and just show it to them when you order, and we'll get part of the proceeds. So that's a wonderful way. We already have our website, our fundraising website, up and running. So if you don't want to wait till the day of to donate, you can go ahead and go to our Facebook and follow the link. We also have a QR code on there to go ahead and donate, so that you can go ahead and get your money out there.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and once I post the podcast, I'll put links to those social platforms and how you can go ahead and donate. And it looks like on Monday, I'm going to be having the Panera Asiago cheese bagel sandwich. So there you go. So that'll be good stuff. Facebook and Instagram, the two big places to check out at Stones River Manor. Anything, Shayna or Hannah, that we're leaving out here?
You can also, if you don't want to donate online, you can also come up to either of our front desks, and they'll be accepting checks or anything like that. So if you're not wanting to donate online, we also are happy to take donations that way.
Very good. That's awesome. Appreciate you both being in.
Thank you for having us.
We'll get the podcast out, so then maybe you can share that as well on your platforms if people want to know a little bit more about what's going on. And good luck, and keep us updated on the construction of the LEC. That's going to be fun.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Our friends from Stones River Manor joining this morning. Again, Monday, a telethon, and it's kind of it's a 2020s telethon, right? On Facebook and Instagram, and check out at Stones River Manor for all of the information. Stay with us, and we'll have that on our podcast section as well. Right now, 25 minutes after 10, we're checking on sports news in just a moment.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? I'm Betsy Maples with Maples Realty and Auction, and we've been selling property in Middle Tennessee since 1969. Whether it be traditional listings, sales, or auctions, let us visit your property and help you decide what method is best for your situation. Call Maples Realty and Auction today, because it's our people that's the difference.
Maples Realty and Auction.
Sold by Maples Realty and Auction.
He's local. Certified financial planner Jason Qualls. Financial Coaching Radio. Weekdays at 4 on News Radio WGNS.
Access Tennessee Sports. I'm Josh Copley. Yesterday was chaotic in the National Football League as several teams made moves trying to improve in the offseason. Former Tennessee Volunteer quarterback Josh Dobbs, as released by the NFL, signed a 2-year deal with the New England Patriots. The Tennessee Titans picked up linebacker Cody Barton from the Denver Broncos on a 3-year, $21 million deal, reported by Ian Rappaport. The Memphis Grizzlies have won 3 in a row as they knocked off the Phoenix Suns yesterday in a tightly contested matchup 120-118. Ja Morant would lead the Grizzlies offensively with a double-double consisting of 29 points and 12 assists. Despite a 35-point performance from Kevin Durant, Memphis would sneak out the win as they try to climb the ladder in the Western Conference. In women's college basketball on Sunday, the number 10 seed Memphis Tigers were defeated by the 7th seed East Carolina 45-64 in the second round of the American Athletic Conference tournament. I'm Josh Copley with Access Tennessee Sports.
SRM Concrete. With every new day, every sunrise, we build structures that stand the test of time. And upon their foundations are our homes, where we work, where our kids go to school. And with that comes tremendous pride. We don't just make concrete, we build relationships, trust, confidence. We're SRM Concrete. Build with us.
This is News Radio WGNS, Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Our expanded office location is on Medical Center Parkway, just across the street from the hospital. If you've been injured, call us for a free consultation at 867-9900.
All right, friends, coming up this evening on WGNS, we'll have some high school baseball, the first broadcast of the season. We're headed over to Siegel as the Siegel Stars take on Cleveland. Not the Guardians, but the I don't know what their mascot is now. It slipped my mind, but Cleveland down from Southeast Tennessee is in this week to play a lot of our local teams in the Grand Slam. And it's Siegel hosting tonight. We'll be there, 5:50 airtime. You'll find it on WGNS Radio, wgnsradio.com, and also the live video tonight on Big G TV, Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitch. So be sure to find WGNS Big G TV. And you can watch and listen. This Saturday morning, staying with the Preps, it's our last Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner of the season. We'll have conversation beginning at 9 o'clock, all baseball and softball coaches this week, and a special MTCS Cougar Corner wrap-up show as well for you. Now, let's turn our attention to the Blue Raiders. The Lady Raiders begin Conference USA tournament play today. They're going to take on Kennesaw State at 1:30 airtime. It'll be a 2 o'clock tip, and you'll hear it here on WGNS. So 1:30 airtime, 2 o'clock tip, Middle Tennessee Lady Raider Hoops. So if they win, they will play again in the semifinals on Friday, and that would be Friday night around 7:30. The men will play tomorrow. We'll have that one on the air at 7:30 tomorrow evening airtime, 8 o'clock for the tip-off. You can hear that one with Chip Walters on WGNS. And Joe Fisher, of course, will have today's game. If the men win, they will play on Friday. And their first game, or their semifinal game, would be at 1:30 airtime. And again, the Lady Raiders at 7:30. You win on Friday, win today or tomorrow, and win Friday. Then you play in the championship on Saturday. The women's championship is at 4. And then at 7 o'clock, it's the men's championship. That's airtime here on WGNS. So we hope for a busy Saturday. And that's the latest in local sports. Access Tennessee News straight ahead.
All right, guys, if you're only middle-aged but wondering why it seems harder to keep up, you're not alone. It may be caused by low testosterone. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, can help you get back to your best. But not just any TRT, not those websites offering only basic treatments. You have to see the provider specialist at Low T Center. They offer advanced personalized treatments with over a decade of experience. At Low T Center, you'll start with a simple test and get your results in about 25 minutes. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Big changes coming for Ideas Tees and Raider Tees. After nearly 2 decades at 910 Ridgely Road, they're moving.
to a brand new location, 111 East MTCS Road across from MTCS. Same great screen printing and embroidery services, same Raider Tees, Blue Raider Spirit, now with even better visibility from Memorial Boulevard. The move will be complete March 24th, and their work won't stop during this process. Ideas Tees and Raider Tees moving to 111 East MTCS Road.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Dudley. It appears plans for a multi-million-dollar tennis complex in Spring Hill may be off. Reports indicate the United States Tennis Association has withdrawn from the development that's been in the works for years. A statement from the city of Spring Hill says the USTA withdrew because the organization could not raise enough capital within the time frame outlined by the development. City officials say the development continues on the larger 213-acre mixed-use site. They're searching for a replacement option for the venue. In Robertson County, a man is accused of stealing valuable timber from at least 2 farms and floating the trees down the Red River to collect them. The Robertson County Sheriff's Office says their Agriculture Crimes Unit arrested 44-year-old Ricky Wynn for theft of the black walnut timber. Detectives say Wynn cut the trees down and pulled them to the Red River with a winch. From there, officials say he would float the trees down the river at night to a TWRA boat ramp at Adams to collect and sell the trees. Wynn was arrested and charged with 2 counts of theft of property over $2,500 and 2 counts of vandalism, 2 counts of criminal trespass as well.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
The Nashville Zoo is celebrating another new addition in the form of a baby clouded leopard. The zoo announced a female cub was born the evening of February 25th and is currently about the size of a small baguette. The birth marks the 44th clouded leopard to be born at the Nashville Zoo since 1991. Will Dudley, Access Tennessee News.
In retirement, it's all about income. Your money, making money, and you're not spending down your principal. That's the way we do it at Retirement Income Solutions. So if you're spending down your principal or your money's not making money, keeping you ahead of inflation, check us out today at risolutions.net. risolutions.net. And make sure to join us Saturdays at noon and Sunday afternoons at 1 for Retirement Income Solutions Radio with Nathan Cox and Lindsay Cotter.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I've got pets.
AmeriCare is Rutherford County's #1 choice in pest control, and it's simple to see why. After calling 893-7111, their staff came to my house 8 years ago when I had an insect problem. They looked at the situation, showed me the areas and what they'd recommend to resolve the problem. After treatment and with quarterly checks, I'm bug, critter, and creepy crawly free. Thanks, AmeriCare.
Call the best of the best to get rid of your pets.
AmeriCare, 893-7111.
Hey, for over 78 years, WGNS has been letting you know what's happening right here at home. Meet local author James Grimley this Saturday afternoon from 2 until 4 over at the Linebaugh Public Library in Uptown Murfreesboro. He'll be signing copies of his newest book, A Route 66 Tale, 2 until 4 this Saturday afternoon at the Linebaugh Public Library. The Red Cross is still critically low on blood, so phone the Red Cross at 800-RED-CROSS and make an appointment to give blood at a time that fits your schedule. Or are you new to town? Would you like to learn more about our local history? Well, come on over to the one-room Ransom Schoolhouse this Saturday from 9 until 5. It's all free. The Rutherford County Historical Society will be there to talk local history. That's 9 until noon this Saturday. Ransom School is at 717 North Academy Street. Drop on by. We mentioned this earlier. The 14th Annual Special Kids Race is this Saturday. It's over at Middle Tennessee Medical Center. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
All right, friends, our show powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. They have a solar expert and energy services supervisor at MTE to help members understand if solar is right for them and help you also avoid possible scams from outside parties. Find out more at mte.com/prosolar. Well, joining us from Rutherford County Emergency Medical Services, Brent Carter is here. We've got something really cool to tell you about here in just a second as well. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Ready for this spring weather?
It's getting nice out right now. Yeah. But it seems like we might get a little wet later.
Yeah. A little stormage maybe coming up, but that's what you get in springtime.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But at least it's comfortable enough to even, wear short sleeves.
It is. I'm wearing them myself right now.
Me too.
So are you. I've even seen a few people wearing shorts.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. I haven't been brave enough to do that yet.
Yeah,
but
I'm still not going to be brave enough to do it.
So, just curious if this time of the year more people are out doing things. I mean, do you see an uptick in the springtime at all?
You see it in the spring and the summer. Everybody's getting their four-wheelers out. Everybody's getting their jet skis out. Everybody's getting their boats ready.
Yeah.
So it's still a hit and miss on, the major accidents like on the lakes and back roads and in the woods. But we still get a mix in Rutherford County. There's just so many people that's moving in and moving around. Things change daily.
It's unbelievable the number of people that are coming in here, and just to see the growth. Also, Lisa Kay with the county has been very busy sending out releases on fires. There have been an unreal number of fires lately, home fires and such. It's crazy, isn't it?
I keep track of calls.
Well, no, I'm not getting specific.
I don't know, but yeah, there has been. I've been hearing it on the radio. I've been around.
You all respond to all of those things. It's kind of
we do on some of them.
Yeah.
If there's a big fire, we'll respond, and if there's patients involved, or we'll stick and do a standby and help with the firemen if they get too hot, things like that.
Yeah.
Then we'll help out with them.
I just remember it's been a couple of years ago, but the duplex that's next door to my house had a little kitchen incident, whatever, and all the fire engines were there, and ambulance service was there, or emergency medical services. But there has to be a good communication between all emergency agencies, and we have that here.
Yeah, we have it here. Yeah, we're getting along a whole lot better. We're doing a lot better, working together, and we're there to take care of the community. But we're also going to take care of our own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whether it be police, sheriff's officers, fire. So.
And those public safety buildings going up and
they're
continuing?
Going up, yep. Plainview's on a roll. I guess they're starting to put some trusses up and close it all in. So
that's the last one, isn't it?
That's the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be a total of 5?
5.
Okay.
Yeah. That one was slotted originally for Christiana, but between fire and EMS, they moved it more protective, shorter call volume, or not volume, but shorter distances to our patients out there on that end of the county. So they moved it to Plainview.
It's a better location for the services.
Everybody. Yeah, for services.
Well, good. That is
better. I'm sorry.
So, and I'm sure call volumes have been going up higher and higher.
They're still running about 4,400 a month.
Yeah, it's amazing that I have that many.
We're adding about that many people a month.
I guess.
It's crazy. And that's with 18 trucks,
As we add population, I guess we're definitely going to have to add trucks down the road.
We're going to have to add some more trucks, more stations. Yeah. Because it's just getting busy.
Yeah.
You know, the hospitals are getting busier too.
Well, and it's harder to get across town too, you know?
Yeah, you can't. You may need, I know where you live, or the area that you live in. Shoot, I cannot even imagine driving. I don't like it. You can't drive.
Well, I do know that sometime in this year they're slated to start construction on Thompson Lane. So when they do that, that's going to be even more painful, the mayor of Murfreesboro says, than Salem Highway. And that was a pretty big headache.
Oh, yeah. I mean, doing medical center, they get that down to one lane every once in a while, and you're there forever.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I think Medical Center Parkway is not that old, and we've expanded, added lanes like 3 or 4 times, it seems like.
Yep.
And I don't know. But anyway.
You know, that's a main vein to the hospital.
It is. It is.
Know, for us. So they get traffic and cars stacked up. You know, we're trying to dodge our way and work our way around them.
You have to know those back roads, don't you?
There's not very many in Murfreesboro.
No, that's true.
That'll lead to that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not very many of them.
Well, there is that new extension, I think, that helps from over near the mall, that cut through, but you still have to get over Medical Center Parkway.
Exactly.
To get there. So, but do want to spend some time talking about a pretty cool happening, I guess, if you will, a recognition for Rutherford County Emergency Medical Services. Brent Carter is here with us. So I'm going to read this, but maybe kind of set it up and tell us an overview of what happened and how Rutherford County EMS was selected.
Well, I don't really know that much of the process of it. I do know that out of 95 counties in the state of Tennessee, so back up a little bit, Tennessee Ambulance Service Association, TASA, has a big committee, a big group that take care of ambulance services. You know, they set up some standards, they do some things for the Tennessee ambulance services. So there's 210 services in the state of Tennessee out of 95 counties in the state of Tennessee. And every year they select their top, what they have heard from patients, they hear it from hospitals, they hear it from all over the state of Tennessee on bragging or not bragging sometimes,
sure,
you know, on the personnel that are coming in and out of their hospitals and what services that they are with. So this year, and I'll spill the beans, or you want to read it first?
Spill the beans and then I'll read it.
Spill the beans.
This is a big set of beans to
2025, Rutherford County EMS with TASA was selected to be the top ALS service, which is Advanced Life Support Service, in the state of Tennessee for 2025. That's a big award.
Yeah.
We've been around since 1972. Rutherford County's been established in Rutherford County. And so that's big. That's big.
It is. 95 counties.
What you're fixing to read is going to brag about, you know, the leadership and the paramedics and the EMTs that are in Rutherford County and how they take care of their people, and when they go to these other hospitals, how they are professional as they come in and out. So
selected out of all 95 counties and 210 service areas, Rutherford County EMS. This reads the award information. Rutherford County EMS has been the cornerstone of pre-hospital care since its establishment in 1972. Serving a rapidly growing community, RCEMS provides advanced and compassionate emergency medical care across 619 square miles with a call volume of approximately 42,000 annually, while exemplifying excellence in safety, innovation, and teamwork. With over 5 decades of service, RCEMS has consistently evolved to meet the needs of its growing community. Its innovative practices, leadership culture, and commitment to safety and education position it as a leader in EMS. The professionalism, knowledge, and skills displayed by the paramedics and EMTs of RCEMS is a testament to the quality of leadership and culture within the organization. By balancing tradition with forward-thinking strategies, RCEMS continues to set the standard of pre-hospital care for Tennessee. It is an honor to recognize Rutherford County EMS as the 2025 Tennessee Ambulance Service Association Bob Thomas ALS Service of the Year. So, pretty
so
awesome.
The biggest part out of that I like to pick up is the paramedics and the EMTs.
Sure.
They're the ones.
It's the front line.
They're the ones that, made the calls. They're the ones that did the patient care. They're the ones taking the, Rutherford County community and putting everybody first. So they're the ones that need the credit for this award. And from the top down to the bottom, we're all patting up, those people that are on the ambulances, those paramedics and EMTs. They earn this award.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. So how many, do you have an estimate of how many paramedics, EMTs we have in the county?
On our service, we have approximately 200. We'll just round it right there at 200.
Around 200?
Yeah.
I mean,
are running, because, we're running 4 shifts, 18 trucks.
Right.
So, yeah.
Pretty cool
it's
recognition.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. And it's, like I said, it's because of the paramedics and EMTs that are taking care of Rutherford County.
And there was also a part in there about balancing tradition. You've been here since 1972, know what works, but also that forward-thinking strategy. I mean, improvements in 911 and in communications, and improvements in equipment on the trucks, all of that.
That involves everybody, But our education department, our leadership at the top, we're moving forward. We're going to be cutting edge. That's the outlook. We want to make sure we're providing the best patient care we can to the community. So they're teaching classes right now today. I mean, we're growing. We're not staying stagnant, of what we learned 20 years ago. We're moving up with the times. We're changing equipment. We're changing all kinds of things for better patient care.
I mean, if you actually had pictures of what was in that first truck in 1972 and today, it's crazy.
When I started, we were in the vans,
Oh, yeah.
the old van ambulances. And now they got these big boxes. There's a little more room, you can stand up in them. You couldn't stand up in the vans, and the equipment is
I bet you had back problems.
Oh, yeah. It was crazy. But, the equipment and the technology that they're teaching and we're moving to and have moved to is just incredible. And the paramedics and EMTs are just gung-ho to learn it and stay on top of it.
Well, I'm sure it makes their job easier.
It does. It does. But it makes also better patient care.
Absolutely.
And that's our goal, is patient care.
Yeah. And there has to be great communication. I meant to mention this a minute ago. Communication with our hospitals too, because there can be life-saving care being given in this what's pre-hospital care.
Oh, yeah.
That care is important, but also for the hospital to be ready and know what's coming in.
I'll tell you what, our new medical directors are working real close with the education side of it. They're adding different items, on what they're learning, what they're using, what we can do in the field. We're changing all our standing orders and protocols, for the new and improved stuff. So with that being said, they're telling everybody, their doctors at all the hospitals that, look, these guys are able to do this and be ready for it, and we'll be ready for them.
Awesome. Well, good stuff. Congrats to Rutherford County EMS on the Bob Thomas ALS Service Award from the Tennessee Ambulance Service Association. That's a proud honor.
It's a big honor. I mean, like I said, it's the paramedics and EMTs that are being, driving and making the calls.
We appreciate all that they do here to keep us safe here in our community, and appreciate you coming in today, Brent.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right. Enjoy this beautiful weather the next few days.
Headed back out.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Brent Carter joining us today from Rutherford County Emergency Medical Services, and we'll have the podcast up shortly, wgnsradio.com. Look under podcast and Rutherford Issues. That's where you'll find the latest podcast for all of the shows in the podcast section. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications on your favorite podcast platform, and also Big G TV, where we keep you updated.
The Wake Up Crow, weekday mornings, 6 to 7:50.
WGNS, your good neighbor
Superstation.
Rutherford County's place to talk.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.